In this next series, we're looking at starting points for action learning towards more just and sustainable lifestyles in relation to Tsonga estuarine fishing. That's over 700 years old. And we start by looking at the Sustainable Development Goals to inform the protection of biodiversity and also to ensure Tsonga livelihoods in the Maputoland area. Now, here the present concerns are biodiversity loss, and Tami describes how fish traps and agroecological production have sustained successive generations of Tsonga people in the Kosi Bay estuarine and coastal forest habitats. Today, however, there's more pressure from conservation agencies to conserve natural ecosystems so as to protect biodiversity and develop tourism as an important economic activity in the area. The challenge is to balance the need to protect declining resources and to ensure that there are the fish stocks and ecosystem resources to support traditional livelihood practices. And here, there's increasing population pressures on limited resources, there are declining fish stocks, there are decreasing mangrove habitats around the estuaries, and there also is the degrading of the river ecosystems. So you're having increasing population pressures with tourism and conservation demands on the area, and the mangrove resources and fish populations are decreasing. So it's quite challenging in the area, particularly when you look at climate change, the ensuring of the conservation of life in water, and the production and consumption patterns that have changed with modernity. Increasing poverty and hunger, challenges to health and well-being, the need for education, and often these challenges impact very heavily on women and families in the area. So, looking at the fish trapping of over 700 years, what makes Tsonga fish traps a sustainable way of fishing is the question that we ask. Then on to the mangroves. Why are the mangroves important in Tsonga fishing communities to ensure the sustainability of their practices? The rocks, how are mussels best harvested for sustainability on the rocky shores? On the beaches, why are the beaches important to the life cycle of turtles? And how do the turtles and other organisms on the reef become really important? So how are the reefs becoming endangered owing to climate change? And throughout this series, what we're looking at is looking at heritage so that we can touch the past with our memories. And then we can begin to explore and to feel the future, flying on the wings of our imagination, as we're able to engage these questions and look at the challenges of conservation in the area, where people are going to have to make difficult choices to ensure the sustainability of heritage lifestyles and the resources that these depend on.